Good evening, everybody. I am sitting in traffic. I couldn't get a straight answer from anyone, or a clear answer, I should say, a clear answer, concerning the lawn chairs on the grass of the mall. Some people were saying they were supposed to only be on the pebbles and maybe not on the grass, and then the others were saying, no, you just can't put the signposts in the grass. And which I already, it's out twice, and we'll just let it go for the day. There we go. Okay. So I had a bunch of people stirring things up in the chat before, so I decided to end it. It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't totally copacetic either. So I was like, okay, enough of that. And somebody said, oh, you quitter. I was like, yeah, I'm not promoting chaos. So a lot of people just, they like to antagonize and just, they like discord. And I don't. I like sunny, happy, joyful, good spiritual things. Wow, look at the color on that bike. That looks BMW. I don't know what that is. But it was another good day running around Capitol Hill, seeing another calculated, I guess, I don't know, I mean, it is a staged protest. When it's all mapped out how it's going to go, that's a staged protest, you know, so I got to see another one of those. Went exactly the same way as yesterday's did. And it was catch and release. I guess that's what you have to do to get your peaceful protest on the map in DC. You have to have a staged arrest of the entire group. Strange. It does seem like a waste of taxpayer dollars to me. Boy. Whoever's in the background, hit that like button for me. Subscribe and join in on the chat anytime. There's another helicopter. There's a couple of helicopters went by the mall while I was there. School or something. Man, I've seen more bags on the road today. Wyoming girl, yeah, I am. I didn't get much sleep last night, and that heat was getting to me. I got into the giggles with Ridgeline, and I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta go. You know how that is when you're so tired, you just get the giggles. Oh no. How are you doing? Did you have a good day?
In 2 miles, take the US 50 East exit toward Annapolis.
I think I'll sleep better tonight, though. Yesterday was just a lot of discord with the protests and the agitators. I just could not sleep. And today was, I didn't have to deal with agitators. That was nice. And hey, Biden sucks. Whoop, whoop. I gotta get another umbrella. We're back. Woo. Yeah, I was sitting in traffic and I was getting bored. I just left everybody on the mall. I had a talk with Dom, and I said some things to him that I had to kind of figure out about the live streaming and the questions I had to ask myself. And hi, Claire. I had to ask myself, you know, what do I want to represent to the world? The best of me or the worst of me, you know? I prefer, you know, the God-centered me. And y'all know that I don't always get it right because I'm a human being still on this earth. But, you know, I'm telling Dom, I'm like, you just got to search your soul and ask yourself, you know, what direction do you want your chat to go in? I said, you know, I'm over at the Capitol and, you know, we're having some good streaming going, and you know, I've got people letting me know they're concerned about your channel, and don't ever forget that you're representing the group, you know. He says he knows a lot.
In a quarter mile, take the US 50 East exit toward Annapolis.
And he does, and so, you know, we plant the seeds, and I'm like, look, this isn't anything that I don't have to ask myself too. And yeah, hi.
Take the US 50 East exit.
Yeah, I'm beat. I'm totally beat. I wore myself out.
Continue on US 50 East for 24 miles.
Oh, wrong way, Wanda. You got it right this time. Yay! I can turn her off now. Headed back to Annapolis. Oh my goodness. I forgot it's my home group on Wednesday. So their text messages started going. I was like, oh my God. I thought today was Tuesday. Oh yeah, Dom is, y'all, I mean, he's my boy. I absolutely adore him, you know? And I didn't want to have that conversation with him, but when I've got people hopping onto the stream and letting me know that he's not representing well, then, you know, you got to drop some seeds, plant some seeds, and without hurting his pride and ego too much, you know. Never enjoyable, but we're friends, so it worked out. And then will you come bail me out, Biden sacks? God bless you. I want you to have a big glass of beer or wine for me. How's that? I can't drink successfully, but thank you. I will have probably my favorite tea that I'm always drinking, sipping on. Shelly. Oh my gosh, honey, I'm always trying to catch up. Welcome to the party. Awesome, thank you. Oh, he had 3. No, you had 4 for me. Thank you. That was a good start back in the day. Man, it was cool. I'm glad that we went and saw Union Station too, and because Brian F had mentioned that there was free parking there at one point, and you know, for the group if they needed it, and like he kept bringing it up, so I'm like, we gotta go there. And it was good to go see it, especially on a hot day too, because we were kind of more indoors. That was nice. You had no sound? Oh goodness, I wonder why that happens. So no, Wyoming girl, that's hysterical. When I before y'all hopped on here, I was just kind of stating, is like, I never got a clear answer about the lawn chairs. It was like, some people said, well, I think they're supposed to only be on the gravel. And then some people brought up that you can't put the signs into the ground. And everybody was on lawn chairs, all on the grass in different areas. It's kind of spread out. And then out kind of more towards the middle of the mall, you had a couple of people that were, one person was working on their computer, on their picnic blanket, and then you had another little group that was just relaxing on their picnic blanket. So I have no idea. I've got no clarity about the lawn chairs. I wanted to talk to Stormtrooper, but he was really having what sounded like an intelligent conversation with his stream that seemed like they were really into. So I decided that I wouldn't interrupt that. Right? Well, because they try to stir things up, Wyoming girl. You know, I mean, I said I've never had any trouble with you. Same thing happened to another Alabama too earlier. You know, so I'm not sure what was up with that. Praying Jaylyn and Matt are doing well. How come some people call Jaylyn Jody and some people call her Jaylyn? I get all confused. I know, right? The police, the park police, they park right on the grass. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Santa is actually sitting on the gravel. He was sitting on the gravel when I left, in front of Bob's vehicle, or the bench there, or whatever. So I'm not sure. Right, but you don't usually see chairs on the mall, y'all. You really don't. It's a curious thing. Now, when I was younger and you go into DC, you'd see all kinds of picnics, and I do see that sometimes, but not like it used to be. It used to be all over the lawns, you know. But it's not very shady when it's really hot. Because you don't like Nightbot. Well, I've heard other people don't like Nightbot too. Like when Eric was starting his up, some people liked it and some people didn't. And I know he had to adjust his because Nightbot was like kicking everybody off. I don't know. Just more techie stuff that I just don't understand. I mean, I'd rather not have robots on, but it's kind of creepy in a way. I don't know how they could enforce that with no chairs. I really don't. But they did put in the paperwork for the permits. That has been done. Oh, whoops! And then I just started right out there, not realizing, right? But they were saying Jody and then Jaylyn too. You know, like on their live stream. So. They are so sensitive. That's what I heard. Nightbot is so sensitive. Yes, the paperwork is in. Oh my goodness. I don't know how my skin can feel dry right now. Maybe it's like sun dry. That's not a good look. I think I need lotion. Oh my gosh, Gloria got cloned earlier. It was a little different name than her normal name, and that was just weird. So that could be Wyoming girl. Keep your eye open. everybody keep their eye open for it and see if it looks like there's 2 Wyoming girls. I think there's a way that techie people can check that. I don't know how though. Knife bites don't work. Bite and suck says unless you adjust them. Yeah. Right, Shelly? That's what it sounds like. Right. And the park police have been really, really nice. They've been working with them. They also help to keep everybody safe. You know, there's no animosity between the group and the park police at all. Not at all. You know, and when there was the question about the karaoke machine, they right then and there they just started looking up the laws, you know, and the codes and everything, and they even printed out what they were able to find, and that was a learning session for everybody involved. So that's pretty awesome. That's very humble, and I appreciated that they did that, you know. Oh, isn't that weird? Right. Yeah, the karaoke machine. But they worked it out, you know, I mean, there's nobody around to disturb. And, I mean, who can enjoy it? It's wholesome. It's very wholesome. But there are powers that be that don't like wholesome. They want chaos and destruction and discord and... Hey, I finally got a rock in the windshield so I can get my windshield replaced. Look at that beauty. I don't know if you can see it or not. If it focuses on it, it'll probably blow up the screen, but right in my line of vision, too. Yeah, so somebody's got like one of those JBLs or something. It's really nice, so they can do it with that. I think that's what they were doing last night. It's a very... the 1776 Restoration Movement is a very adaptive, very rugged, very capable, very persistent group. They will never back down easy, that's for sure. Probably they'll be able to remain peaceful because of that, you know, because they remain teachable and adaptable, and it's not a bad way to be at all. Seems how many days were they told just not after 10? I don't know, Wyoming girl. I don't know that one. Shelly, I don't know what a raggy is. Is that a bad term? Oh. Hello, corporate worker. I pray everybody's had a good day today. Yeah. Yes, I hear you, Wyoming girl. We definitely want to see them approved for the permit. Also, too, the cool thing, Ridgeline said, as long as that permit comes in, then they'd be able to get a permit to sell the T-shirts, which will help the group as well. So that's always nice when you're able to give a product in return for something, you know. That's always nice. It is going to be a nice sunset tonight. I'm so glad where you are too. It is shaping up this way, isn't it? Yeah, so prayers, everybody. Prayers for that permit to go through. I mean, just imagine. Oh, he's just going to keep... Oh, my goodness. He's just going to keep on coming over. Not even paying attention at all. Oh, they're coming at me from all sides. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're on the highway and you just get the squeeze put on you. It's like, oh, my goodness. forget to hit the like button. Ew, I just ran over something that was already dead. Ew. Yeah, this is about where it starts buffering. If it keeps it up, I'll probably just end it. It's good now. Yeah, it's always in the same spot on 50. Yeah, the Pacific Ocean is never glassy, always wavy. Yep. Bruce says hi, everybody. Man, we had a good day. That was Union Station. We got another protest to show us how the DC does the staged protests to help these groups get put on the map. And very curious that this goes on. But apparently it does on a regular, according to the police officer that I talked to. So that was nice. And then I got the name of the fellow who I tried to ask a question to yesterday, and he was being arrested again today. So I got to talk to his press secretary, who is emailing me his press release, like what he's about. So that'll be interesting to find out that. Because he got himself arrested again today. It's like, I guess every day something new. I mean, you can't get further apart than yesterday was pro-abortion and today was the Senate cafeteria union protest. That's pretty far apart. David Lydell or something like that. I can't remember now. This is part of why I'm coming home early too, is because I'm having trouble finding my words, so I probably got a little dehydrated today. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Biden. Biden sucks, sorry. I don't like calling you Biden. Go take the dogs out for a walk. Enjoy your pups. Have a great night. I'll be signing off here soon anyway. You're not going to miss anything. So grateful to have you here. Bruce, it's an amazing city. I mean, it really is. There's so many beautiful things that we haven't even checked out yet. We're going to go to the zoo soon, maybe even tomorrow. If it's any hotter today, though, I don't think so. But it's a dry heat. I can manage with that, you know, even though I am a little dehydrated right now. But there are so many more things to see. It's like unreal. Lots of things to do. It has a different feeling to it than like Maryland or Virginia. It's its own little thing, but it's not. It doesn't feel as strange to me as California did. I can tell you that. But I'm East Coast. I'm used to this. Maybe it would feel strange for somebody coming in from Sacramento. I don't know. But California had a strange. The staged protest, Senate cafeteria workers. So the police came in. You can see it on my video earlier. My videos, the police. It's two different ones because I was walking by and the police were putting up the yellow tape again, and I was like, and bringing in the tables and the chairs, just like yesterday's protest where the 16 congresswomen were detained, including AOC, sorry, and so I said to the officer, because they were roping it off where it was the detaining area where it was like in the direct sun. I said, oh my goodness, I said that's in the direct sun. Why don't you put it where you were yesterday? And he's like, well, we got to be closer over this way. And so I knew it was people coming from a different direction. They weren't going to be staged in front of the Supreme Court. They were going to be coming from below. So, and they did, they were marching. So what they do, so when I wound up talking to a police officer after they did come up, and I said, this is just like yesterday's. I said, do you mind, are you able to tell me, like, you know, does this go like this all the time? And he said, yeah. He's like, they call us up and they let us know that they're going to be protesting and where they're coming from and what they're doing. And then we set up the detaining area. And as you can see on my video, they announced 3 times, this is an illegal protest, and you are
In
obstructing
half a
traffic.
mile, keep left. Follow signs for US 50 East, US 301 North.
Cease and desist, or you will be arrested. And they wait a couple minutes, and then they announce it, and there's great cheers and chanting and whatever. Then they wait a few minutes, and they announce it again. And then they do it the 3rd time. Then they wait a few minutes.
Keep left.
And they just start taking people out 2 by 2 and taking them over to the detainment center, where they hold them, and then eventually they get their driver's license information, and they have to pay a $50 fine, and then they're released. But the officer said that it puts them on the map. They're able to get donations for their cause, and they get noted for it. Some news coverage, and And
In a quarter mile, continue straight to stay on Maryland 665 East.
And I said, most every day? And he said, yep, most every day. I was like, wow, that's crazy. I'm going to
Continue straight to stay on Maryland.
Colorado, oh my gosh, it was so dry when I was working the slopes out there. My nose bled every day. Like we always had a bloody nose. Healthcare, it did not have it ever been clean in 22 years. Right? Oh my gosh. Well, I used to work as an insurance coordinator at the hospital. And that was when Obamacare was coming in, and they started doing the expansion on Medicaid, and a lot of people were able to get help that weren't able to before, people that don't have kids. It helped a lot of people in the recovery community, but it also harmed my mother's business, which was insurance. So there's always 2 sides to everything. I was going to go to the health summit. The Hill was having their health summit Tuesday. I got signed up for that. And now I've got the they sent me an invitation. I signed up to go, and I decided I didn't want to listen to Fauci and sit in that room with all those people for 4 hours. So I didn't go. I've gotten a little note from them. I guess they didn't appreciate it, but whatever. Who wants to sit and listen to Fauci and the rest of them for 4 hours? I don't. I really don't. Probably would have just made me angry. But I was going to cover it. I was going to cover it for all of us. And I just didn't. I would have had to have gone and gotten another COVID test and have a digital results. And I just don't want to play their game. I really don't. So they're going to try to do what they're going to try to do, but we're going to try to get our Constitution back in place where they can't get away with it anymore. There's a lot of recovery in this group. That's awesome. I got nothing against anybody who can hold their booze, though. Go right ahead. And we love Mike, even though he loves his weed. I'm just not judgmental, That is so awesome. I was Keystone, LB. Hey, hoping you're having a great day. Keystone Resort. I stayed in Aspen for a little bit, but I settled in Keystone, and that was the year that the Outback opened up. It was great. We got to ski everywhere the ski patrol went. Ski Arapahoe Basin and Breckenridge and Vail. And all of Keystone in the Outback. It was pretty amazing. Copper. Oh, Shelly, that sounds nice. Yeah, it was good times. I was young back then. That was a long time ago. I was 21. No, I was 22. 22. And 23, 22 and 23. Yeah, 22 and 23. Made a lot of friends. It was fun. Yeah, that's right, Shelly. I couldn't do my work if I was judgmental. My normal work is, you know, the recovery coaching. I couldn't do it if I was judgmental. Oh my gosh, Captain Kurt, what? You mountain biked all those locations? That's crazy. Don't even tell me you mountain biked the Professor, because that's a 14 plus. I don't even think you could mountain bike it though, but that's amazing. The air is so thin. I was living at just under the tree line, and the air is so thin. Oh my gosh, you're more fit than I am. Of course, I was more fit back then, but boy, did I party. Oh my goodness, that was party central. People from all over the world. So much fun. Not Professor. I don't think you can get a bike on that. Oh, God bless you, Bruce. Oh, man. I am so grateful that doesn't have its claws in you anymore. That is a super duper blessing. And before all this crap hit the scene, too. I'm so grateful. No drugs are good drugs, that's for sure, but there's some mean, no intent except to kill the person out on the streets anymore. It's awful. I'm so glad you're clean. Alright. Oh man. I hate going in the store. I don't want to go in this store. What am I doing? I'm not going in this store. I don't feel like it. I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'm not doing it. What did I come out here for? Oh, chicken. Oh my gosh. I gotta get a chicken. I can't even remember what I was doing. A lot of my clients and people that I've been able to serve and help over the years, same situation, Bruce. And God gave me the experience to withdraw twice from synthetic opioids so that I could understand. You know, it was hell. I became dependent in pain management to Ultram, and withdrew when I had roommates take it, and it was like 11 days one time, 13 another, of just hell. And but I could see later like why God allowed me to go through that. He knew what was coming, and you know, that's a lot of the population that I've served. So okay, let's do this. I do understand, and I became a trainer for the trainers for the science behind addiction, and I really believe that that's a missing key to help bring understanding, not only to the community, family members, friends, loved ones, society as a whole, but also to people in recovery, even long term. A lot of people really just don't understand the disease of addiction, and we've got science and brain scans and all kinds of things now, and so I got trained to train people about that, and it's something that I feel we need more of. Oh, Max, I mean, who knows? It just depends on the person. Being dependent is different than being addicted. I took the prescription as prescribed, but I had been in pain management for years. And so that your brain chemistry gets altered, and that's like your new function level is with that, you know, and it's not natural. So just to give you an idea, it doesn't take but 3 days to become to have your brain chemistry altered by like a Xanax. You know, if somebody's having anxiety, let's say grandma is having anxiety and can't sleep, you know, because grandpa passed away and they've been together since high school. And so her doctor prescribes some Xanax, just really low level of Xanax, like 25 milligrams. And she takes it as prescribed, which was like 4 times a day, or even twice a day or something. And then she decides she doesn't like the way it makes her feel fuzzy and groggy the next morning. So she suddenly decides to quit on the 4th day. Well, guess what? Granny winds up having some diarrhea, maybe some restless leg syndrome type reactions, and can't really sleep. And what she doesn't know is that she's going through a little withdrawal, because in those, it's like 3 days, and that chemical change has already occurred. And so that's how easily somebody can become dependent upon a medication, meaning that if you suddenly stop, you're not going to feel well. So there's a lot to it. Very, very easy to get hooked. And that's the best example I can give you is the one I just did. I think there's a lot of us that do understand that, but if people haven't been there, been close to it, been willing to educate themselves or gone through it themselves, there's just a lot of just misunderstanding and ignorance about it, you know? They just don't know what they don't know. So it's up to us to help them out. But we can't shove it down their throats just like anything else. And John, who are you asking? Are you asking me or are you asking Bruce? I do still go to meetings. More for support, you know, like to support others. I can't say that I've been going a whole lot since I joined the convoy. Yes, Oxy was, and that's been another one of my causes, going after Purdue Pharma and the family behind it. Yeah. I've done a lot of advocating before I got here for the recovery community mostly. Shelly, that's remarkable, yeah. Because Vicodin, I mean, I don't even think they sell it anymore. I don't know. Because of the Tylenol, the acetaminophen that's in it, and finding out like how bad that is for our stomachs and everything else. So, but that was what they started me with. It was Oxys, Vicodins, and muscle relaxers, all in one dose 4 times a day in pain management years ago. And I was very blessed that for whatever reason, I told the pain management doctor I didn't want any more of the Oxys. That was before we knew what was up with that. Way before. Gosh, that was 2000, I guess it was. Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah, blood pressure medication. You don't mess with that once you started it. That's for sure, Tim. Tim Lee, good to have you here, hon. Right? And you won't hear that as much anymore, Wyoming girl, because I was one of the advocates for overprescribing, you know, against overprescribing and education for the physicians. And it isn't that if it's warranted and you need it, you will be able to get it. But the doctors are becoming, and now it's still going on, they haven't suddenly been educated. The education of the physicians concerning the addictive aspects of these medications. And it's been a process. It's been a process of not allowing the insurance companies to push them either to write the prescriptions. So it's been a multi-layered battle, and it's been one of those battles too where you know, where the 1776 is and what they're up against. I know that one. I've been up against the same people, the same groups, the same ridiculous, evil. Ugh. It's same parties. Same parties are running the show. I've been battling them for years. The same battles that pull the strings, I should say. Oh, Shelly, that sounds nice. Yep. Oh, therapy pool is fantastic, isn't it? That's why I have my gym membership. Therapy pool is amazing. They sure did, Max Smith. Purdue family. Now right now, for whatever reason, I'm drawing a blank on the family's name. It starts with an S. But yeah, same thing. Yep, they sure did. And they were trying to get off with a smack on the hand. They wanted to file for bankruptcy too, so they wouldn't have to pay out. But we're still going after them. There's been a settlement, but we want more. And we want it to go to helping the very people that they've harmed so much. And then they can say that they're going to put out that money, but anytime the government allots the money for certain areas, etc., you still have to keep on them to make sure that that money actually shows up. It's a constant battle, y'all. It really is. But a lot has happened. Sackler, Max Smith. Yep, you were almost there. Did I get that right? I believe so. I'm so tired. Oh my goodness. Eye of the world. Is it somebody's birthday? She quit all of her meds. A little withdrawal, but she was better without them. Oh, thank God that worked out, Julie. Oh my gosh, bless her heart. She's a feisty one. Absolutely, Shelly. I hear you. Well, that's good to know. Thank you for letting us know, Aaron. I don't know enough about it, Max Smith. I can't even say about the chemo and stuff, but I know that there's a lot to be said for something that I would like to do, and unfortunately it does cost money. A little bit more, you know. Oh, you want to talk about healthcare at camp? Everybody's doing okay. They're doing all right. So we've got a group in here that's having their own conversation about stuff that we don't know about. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And God bless you all. Glory be to God. Thank you so much for an amazing day and for your honest talk with me. I think it's so awesome. I just can't tell you all how much I appreciate you. Please hit the like button. Don't forget, we can't keep this channel going without your help. And thank you all who have donated, and just for everybody who's been here. Right, Max? Right? I mean, I think that we're trying to definitely get away from this whole pharmaceutical companies being allowed to run the medical care. But that's going to be a long time coming. We have to be careful, you know, how we talk about that here, unfortunately. Yep. Okay, y'all. We've been swarmed by some group here. I don't know who they are or what they're about. So, God bless y'all. Oh, the Doe Show. Have a great night. And I will see y'all tomorrow. We'll see what kind of adventure we got tomorrow. Awesome. Thank you for subscribing. Julie said no. Bless your heart. We'll have to talk about that another time if you're willing. I'd love to hear your experience. All right. Y'all have a great evening. Thank you again. We will see you tomorrow.